What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you guys a drift build in Forza 5 of the Brabham BT24 race car. Now, I showed this car for the first time in my Nürburgring first race video, and as I remember from that video, and as all you guys I'm sure remember that watched that video, it's very drifty right off the lot. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can get out of this thing, power-wise, and most importantly, sidewaysness-wise. So, let's go ahead and, actually, not Forza Vista, car, and upgrade. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fully build out the engine. So, totally build this thing up. We're already up to 365 horsepower, and also, just for fun, we're going to do a full weight reduction, which might even get this thing below 1,000 pounds, which, if we can get this thing below 1,000 pounds, that would be so insane. I don't even, I don't even know what this thing's going to feel like if we can get it below 1,000 pounds. And with the amount of power we're going to put in it, too. And apparently we can't do weight reduction on it, never mind. I didn't realize that. I don't think we're gonna do a... Nah, we don't need to do that. And yeah, apparently we can't do weight reduction. Like, traditional weight reduction. The only weight reduction we can do is really to put in, a carbon fiber driveline, carbon fiber driveline, and, you know, some lighter wheels, but that's about all we can do. I mean, we're gonna add a little bit of weight with the race diff, but that's about it, as far as adding weight goes. Now, we're on street tires right now, or at least the equivalent of street tires, and we're going to leave it that way. We're also going to leave the rear tires the same size, and now we're going to see if we can find some wheels that match this thing. Those actually look really nice. They look like they match the car's personality well, but I'm going to keep looking because those look cool. Oh, wow, I like those a lot. Yeah, we're going... oh, God, they add 21 pounds. And apparently you can't use lighter rims. None of the rims you can put on this car will take any weight off. They'll only either stay the same or add weight, which is crazy considering the fact that this car is quite old. I mean, I don't remember the exact year, but I do remember the fact that, I mean, for a car of its age, the fact that you can't get any rims in Forza that are lighter than the stock ones is pretty insane. Oh, dude. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That looks awesome. Yes, we're going with those. They look amazing. Now, we're going to do just a little bit of tuning. Honestly, just primarily, we're going to do tire pressure and the diff. And that's pretty much all we're going to do straight off the bat. We're going to do tire pressure, like I said. And in fact, let's make it a little higher than usual. Leave it more at about up 28, and then 27.5. And then all the way... Actually, wait, I forgot to... Okay, the ride height's already dropped. Bring the diff both up to 100%, and then we're going to take this thing straight out of the gate and test it. Apply current setup, and we're actually going to test it on the Nürburgring GP circuit, which I actually drifted on a lot in Forza 4. I remember it was one of my favorite drift tracks, actually, so it's nice to have it back in Forza 5, and to be able to actually use just the GP circuit if you want to. Now, if I remember correctly, in Forza 4, there were 2 layouts of the GP circuit, and in Forza 5, there's only one, but honestly, that's a really small thing, really. That's not anything worth, you know, making a fuss over. I don't know if you guys can hear my extremely squeaky chair in the background. It's so dang squeaky, but let's see how this thing sounds after the upgrades. That's awesome. That sounds that's just crazy. It's got like a racing engine kind of quality to it. It's got that V8 sound, but it's also got that high pitch. It's awesome. Love the sound of this engine. That's a complete brake stand, and we're accelerating. This is a brake stand right now. And we're accelerating under full braking. And And I should actually turn my drift HUD on. Because we kind of want that. Yeah, we kind of want that. Let's see what this thing can do. Okay, I messed up that entry line. It was weird. Okay. That felt weird. Okay. It's not like, it doesn't feel normal, I guess you could say. It doesn't feel, like your usual, drift car, obviously. I mean, but then again, we all knew going into it that it wasn't going to. And honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and restart because that was a very bad, start to this entire little race. So, not even a race, just a test run. But, obviously, it doesn't feel anything like, any of my other drift cars. It honestly, okay, we're plowing wide. One more restart. I promise you guys that's the last one. The very last one. I promise. But it feels honestly a little bit like that Indy car that I did recently, just because of the fact that it wants to grip, but it is a little bit looser at the rear end than the Indy car was. The Indy car was just so planted that it didn't even want to get sideways at all. This wants to. This wants to get sideways a little bit, but it will grip up, and it will bring itself back into line if you let it. So you have to be a little bit careful with it, but with that being said, you can also have a lot of fun with this car. Oh wow. And just the sensation of sitting in the middle is so cool. Drifting like just from a middle of the car seating position. I don't know why it's so cool, but it just is. It gives you this really cool idea of, whoa, that was too much. See, that's the thing. If you give this car too much, it's complicated. It's twitchy, it's touchy. If you give it too much, then it's gone. But the thing is, when you're sitting in the middle of the car like this, you have a very good idea of where everything is, because you know that you're the center point of the car. You know you're sitting on the car's actual center point, so you're really not having to be worried about where one side of the car is, for example. Okay, come on, and not bad. It's a little bit tricky to get big angle. You have to almost get like some mini angle going and then like not take it past that point. Otherwise, yeah, that'll happen. But the thing is, though, it's not. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say here, because I know what I'm wanting to describe, but it's very hard to describe about this thing because it's difficult,